Picture this: you wake up 50,000 years ago, completely naked and utterly alone in the vast African savanna. No shelter, no fire, no fancy gear, just you, your modern human brain, and a deadly world. Could you survive even a single day? Today, millions of people escape into nature documentaries, camping trips, and outdoor adventures, picturing the simple, rugged life of our prehistoric ancestors. We imagine ourselves as fearless hunter-gatherers fending for ourselves with nothing but wit and grit. But the real Paleolithic life was far harsher than any reality TV survival challenge. Modern archaeology reveals our Stone Age forebears faced brutal problems that would overwhelm most of us in hours, if not minutes. The Smithsonian Institution's Human Origins program highlights that our ancestors confronted huge environmental dangers and were vulnerable to disease, injury, and predators. Breakthrough discoveries from 2024 emphasize just how clever early humans had to be to stay alive. The real question isn't whether you're tough enough, it's whether your modern brain and body could adapt quickly enough before the Paleolithic world claimed another victim. Curious? Let's explore what survival really demanded. Your first hurdle wasn't hunting or fire-making, it was staying alive long enough to even worry about those luxuries. Research into ancient predators shows spotted hyenas preyed on baboons, and sometimes humans, in certain areas. The extinct short-faced hyena, Picrauda, was as large as a lion, with jaws that could swallow a hominid's head whole. Every shadow, every rustle, every twig snap could mean instant death. Our anxiety is hardwired because our ancestors had very real reasons to be on edge. Interestingly, your modern body would actually handicap you here. Anthropologist Clint Janulis from the University of Oxford says most hunter-gatherers grow up tracking animals and learning subtle behavioral cues, skills totally foreign to urban dwellers. While you squint at a shape trying to decide if it's a rock or a lion, a Paleolithic human would have already spotted the danger, mapped escape routes, and quietly moved away. In their world, your survival hinged on thinking and learning faster than ever. Shelter quickly became your top priority. Archaeological digs show Stone Age people used natural shelters like cliff overhangs and caves to shield themselves from wind and rain. But here's the cruel irony: some built homes of ice and snow in freezing climates, reinforcing structures with mammoth bones. You, without generations of inherited knowledge, would be inventing architecture on the fly while freezing to death. If only your ancestors had Airbnb. The 5,000-year-old remains of Otzi the Iceman reveal advanced clothing, coats from stitched goat and sheep hides, leggings, and shoes woven from grass and deer hide. Basic shelter and clothing demand tools, materials, and techniques that took countless millennia to perfect. Every night without protection edged you closer to becoming just another Paleolithic statistic. Fire was more than comfort, it was survival. Sites like Kubifora in Kenya show how fire kept people warm, cooked food, and scared dangerous animals. But starting fire without matches or lighters wasn't rubbing sticks together and hoping for the best. Anthropologist Brian Fagan from UC Santa Barbara explains humans developed complex tools and friction-based methods using specific wood and tinder types, and many failures before success. Even expert primitive skills instructors today can take hours to make fire under perfect conditions. Picture attempting this while freezing, starving, and hyenas howl nearby. Your ancestors didn't merely make fire, they mastered a deadly art. Hollywood loves showing cavemen flinging spears at mammoths, but real Paleolithic hunting was sophisticated and highly coordinated. Janulis notes the biggest lost survival skill is not a single technique, but entire cultural knowledge, passed down through generations, subsistence patterns shaped by environment. Fossils from eastern France reveal ancient hunters built fires in strategic passes to corner migrating reindeer and horses, making close-range kills and drying meat for winter. This cooperation lasted tens of thousands of years. Hunting was half the battle. A 2016 study from Israel indicates early humans ate up to 55 different plants, requiring intimate, inherited botanical knowledge. One deadly mistake could be fatal. The jiquity plant seeds, for instance, look delicious but contain one of the deadliest known botanical toxins. Nature's version of a do not eat label. While you fixate on lions and leopards, microscopic organisms posed equal threats. Genetic research shows human-specific diseases may have originated in the Paleolithic. Even simple cuts could become deadly infections without modern medicine. Parasites influenced our immune system so much that some scientists believe we miss their absence today. Your contemporary immune system might actually struggle against some ancient pathogens. Clean water was another deadly gamble. Paleolithic humans had to discern safe sources while avoiding parasite-infested waters. Every sip was a calculated risk. Perhaps your best chance came from what kept early humans alive: cooperation. Archaeologists find that small bands, about 25 members, lived and worked together, sharing knowledge and roles strategically. Survival depended on collective effort, not individual toughness. Ice Age people passed on vast information about seasons, plants, animal migrations, and weather via art, music, and storytelling. The famous cave paintings at Lascaux and Chauvet were more than decoration, they were detailed instruction manuals. Biologists today can estimate the season of those paintings just by animal hide details. Your modern brain holds some advantages. Its basic structure hasn't changed much over tens of thousands of years. You likely have better nutrition and overall development than many ancient humans, who faced constant hunger and scarcity. But these benefits pale compared to what you've lost: acute observational skills, environmental awareness, and physical conditioning essential for survival. As Janulus points out, urban humans would not only lack ecosystem knowledge but would struggle with misplaced priorities in a world that demands sharp instincts. You traded self-reliance for apps. Your ancestors navigated vast terrains without GPS and identified dozens of edible plants. The blunt reality: most modern humans would last only days in the Paleolithic wilderness. Experts say urban survivors trapped in primitive conditions would need strong leadership and rapid learning just to hang on. And that razor-thin margin left no room for error. But that's what makes our ancestors' feats so extraordinary. Recent finds prove early humans thrived in harsh landscapes far earlier than thought, innovating tools and survival strategies that would kill an unprepared modern person. They didn't just survive, they conquered every environment on Earth. So next time you grumble about your morning commute or struggle to open a pickle jar, remember this: you descend from Earth's most successful champions. Your ancestors stared down saber-toothed cats, endured ice ages, and laid civilization's groundwork using nothing but stone tools and sheer determination. Could you survive as a caveman? Probably not, but that's not a failure. It's proof of our incredible journey, swapping personal toughness for communal knowledge, primitive hardship for modern convenience. Our Paleolithic ancestors would marvel at our world, just as we should marvel at theirs. They endured so we could flourish. By understanding their struggles, we honor a legacy that's as remarkable as our present. The real question isn't whether you'd survive in their world, it's how you'll honor their extraordinary legacy. Did you enjoy stepping back in time? Hit like if you were amazed by our ancestors' survival skills, subscribe for more incredible journeys through history, and comment below: could you survive a day in the Paleolithic world?